up? What's up? TJ Sports Picks back with another NFL spread video, man. What is it? Week 10? Week 10. We on week 10 right now, man. We've been doing good this NFL season. I've been giving y'all the spread picks on my short videos. I haven't been doing it like this since I haven't had time to record, but I've been giving y'all on the spread videos 2 weeks in a row. We missed by one on the spread picks, and then also on last week we lost by the Josh Dobbs legend game against the Falcons. I went with the Falcons. Everything else on the straight picks hit except that Falcons game. We're gonna try it again this week. I'm not gonna put it in this video because I'm gonna wait until I'm probably gonna drop the short probably like Saturday to see who's all gonna play for what games and really pay attention to which spreads I want to do. And I'm also gonna do a straight one again just like I did last week. So y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all tune in, man. Tune in. Probably gonna hit this week, man. It's been 2 weeks of just one missing. It's due time. It's time for us to hit one. But here we got I'm about to be going over the picks that I'm gonna be doing straight up for Sunday. First we have the Colts and the Patriots at 9:30 early in the morning. I think this is a Germany game again, so it's gonna be in a neutral setting with the Colts and the Patriots. So it's really not a whole home game for the Patriots. I think they're coming off of the loss to who they just lose to. I cannot remember, but I know the Colts just won their game against the dang, I can't remember who the Colts played either. The Colts just played. Let me look this up. I think they played the Packers. Yeah, they played the. No, they didn't. Let me look this up real quick. I'm tweaking. Colts. Who did they just play? Oh, they played the Panthers. I knew they played somebody because I literally gave the bet out for the Colts game because I knew I liked that game because they was only -3 at the time. I think they was -3, and they literally blew the Panthers out. And I knew that was a great pick. I literally hammered that one. I literally put like 2 units on that one, so we hammered that. But this game right here, I think this pretty much gonna be the same game, same thing. You have Minshew versus Mac Jones. I think this also gonna be like a low scoring game too as well. Because the Colts, they like to run the ball. That's how they move their offense up and down the field. But this Patriots defense, they're decent against the run, and I don't think they're gonna allow like the Colts to maybe run all over them. So Minshew's gonna have to pass, and hopefully he doesn't turn the ball over. That's the only thing. But I am gonna go with the Colts. I'm gonna do the spread for the Colts and hammer that one again because I'm not trusting Mac Jones against this defense. This Colts defense, their secondary hasn't been all good, but their front four is elite with Buckner and who else they have down there? Buckner. They have good middle linebackers with Leonard and what's the other dude name? But they do have a good defense. Colts defense is like middle of the pack. Actually better than the Patriots defense they have right now, and the Patriots defense still banged up, missing a lot of their corners. They picked up J.C. Jackson, but he's been getting pretty much burnt. You seen that the last game. Who they play too? I cannot. Why am I not? My brain not functioning right now. My brain's not functioning right now at all. Um, who they just play? Oh, they played the Commanders. Okay, they played the Commanders. Yeah, that was closer than I expected, and they were favored at home, and they lost by 3. But yeah, they're at a neutral site in this time. I really think the Coast is gonna win this game. So I'm gonna take the spread and the under for that game right there. We had the 40 next. We had the 49ers versus the Jaguars. 1 p.m. game. Jaguars at home. Oh boy. 49ers on a 3-game win. 3-game losing streak, and the Jaguars have been on I think a 3-game winning streak. So two teams that's been on streaks. You have Trevor Lawrence and their offense have been elite lately. They just been getting the job done. ETN, he's been balling. And then on the other side for the 49ers, there's been a decline with Brock Purdy, and then also injuries coming to effect. Also betting this game, they're saying that Debo has been in full practice, so I think Debo's going to be back. I think Trent Williams is also going to be back for this game. I'm not sure, but and then also their defense, Greenlaw. I think Greenlaw came back last game for the 49ers, but their defense hasn't been looking the same. They've been able to. They haven't just been getting to the quarterback, but they added Chase Young, so that's why I think they added him to just allow more pressure to get to the quarterback by just sending their front four without having to blitz. So I think with this 49er team, I'm definitely taking them on a spread. They've won a 3-game losing streak. They're looking to bounce back. And they're getting Debo Samuels back for Brock Purdy, because Brock Purdy needs those safety valves, McCaffrey and Debo, to get out of, and somebody who could run after the catch, which is Debo. So now he's gonna have 2 of them again with Debo and McCaffrey, and I think they do cover the spread. I might take it down to a 2.5. I probably am, and just take the juice on that. So it's probably gonna be about like a negative 130. I'll still lay that with San Fran, because I do believe they're gonna win this game, outright. The Jaguars team, they have been playing good. I think they'll probably be able to keep up, but the 49ers might be just too much for them this game, especially after 3 losses. They're definitely looking to get a win, and I think they get it right here against the Jaguars, upsetting the Jaguars at home. That's what I have for that pick. Next we have the Saints versus the Vikings. Only -3, knowing they have Josh Dobbs. This Viking offense, like, where do Vikings find their receivers? Because, like, not only that they picked Addison up, they have Powell, who's been great for them. Like, I don't know what school he come from, but Powell, I remember watching Jordan Addison and with USC. I knew he was going to be good. So it's good to see him getting the shine that he's getting right now with Justin Jefferson being out. And just imagine when Justin Jefferson comes back and they start implementing like Addison in the role more, because I think they didn't figure that out in the beginning with Addison, but I think they're seeing now how they could add him in the offense and how this offense can run. It just sucks for them that Kirk Cousins is out for the season, but hey, they have something to look forward to. They just need to probably add more pieces to their defense, and they'll be good. The Saints, on the other hand, you have Derek Carr, who's been a whole roller coaster this season. I mean, he's a roller coaster every season pretty much, but he has the great games and then he has the not so good games where he can't move the ball down the field, can't score in the red zone. But I think the way the Saints countered that by in the red zone, they put in Tyson Hill and just like let him do what he do. Like every time they get to the red zone, they put in Tyson Hill. They run the ball with Tyson, or they let him throw it. And it's been working for them because their red zone offense been way better than those first 5 games, 4 or 5 games. But yeah, I think the Saints figured that out, and I'm probably gonna take. I know Josh Dobbs had his legacy game last game with against the Falcons, but I think the Saints might be too much for them. Saints can run the ball with Kamara. Derek Carr, he has his outlets to Kamara, Olave. And this Vikings defense just don't do it for me. I think it's going to be a lot of points scored probably in this game. Because the Saints secondary hasn't been this game. Their front four is still pretty solid for the Saints, but like their secondary, like Honey Badger, has been getting blown this whole season. Marshawn Lattimore looks like he's a step slower. So I would say I would take the over and probably the Saints. So I would take the over for this game, and then also the Saints. I'll probably take that to a -2 as well. For this game, I think they got the spread so close. I believe like because of like Dobbs the last game. Dobbs has been playing good. He's been solid this whole season, but he does have his moments where he tends to mess up. That last game, he just had some amazing plays where, because the Falcons had the game in hand, they had him sack at least 3 times that last drive, but he has somehow escaped and made a play. That last drive like 3 times in a row. But I don't think he does that for the Saints 2 games in a row. Nah, I don't think that happened. Jordan Anderson, he probably gets off in this game, but I'm not too worried because the Vikings secondary is trash too. So I take the Saints on the 2.5. I'll probably bring that to 2.5. Take that, and then also the over. Next we have the Titans and the Buccaneers. They have it plus 1.5. This game right here is it's gonna be pretty hard to call it. Baker Mayfield has been looking decent this year. Tampa Bay lost a very I don't even want to call it heartbreaking because it's just like they kind of gave it away at the end. Like, how do you let 2 big plays come at the end of the game? I really don't know. They fought hard last game. The offense didn't. The Tennessee Titans, they have Levis, who's been playing well. He can't get the ball to different players. They end up losing to the Steelers last week, whose defense is better than the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers have a hard time running the ball, which the Titans, they usually stop the run. I think they have Simmons back now, or Tart, one of those two. But they're back now, and they've stopped the run. They didn't really stop the run last week with the Steelers though. I mean, the Steelers just had some big runs here and there, but I think the Titans will be able to stop the Buccaneers running game here. So that leaves Baker Mayfield to throw the ball, which I kind of don't like. But I still might have to trust him because he has the receivers in Godwin and what's his name? Godwin and Mike Evans to pass to against this not so good secondary of the Titans. Titans secondary is not good at all. And I think Baker Mayfield will be able to get the ball to Mike Evans and Godwin a good amount to move the ball. So I would probably take the Buccaneers at home. I know I would say I would have took the Titans, but uh, I just can't trust them to have consistent offense on this defense, especially at home. Uh, their defense, I think the Bucks defense play way better at home than they do anywhere else. So uh, I'll take the Bucks here on the money line, or I'll take the spread, either one. And then I'll probably also take an under because I kind of see these two teams having a hard time moving the ball down the field because I think they're going to force Willie Levis to pass the ball. And I mean, he can throw that motherfucker. He could throw that shit. He could throw the ball deep. But I think this defense of Tampa will be able to hold up. And then also just with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers running game and the Titans run defense, I think it's going to be a lot of Baker Mayfield passing the ball too. So it's going to be drives where they're getting the ball down the field, and then it's going to be drives where there's like a bunch of 3-and-outs and stuff. But so I'm going to take the Tampa Bay money line and then also the under. Next, we have a division game, the Cleveland and the Baltimore Ravens. Cleveland defense has been on a tear. They look like the top 3 defenses in the league right now. Really, I would say number 1, and then the Baltimore might have to be number 2. Have to be Browns, then the Ravens defenses that's 1 and 2. That's looked elite this year. So again, 6 points with the Cleveland Browns, but Baltimore is at home, and Baltimore's offense looked pretty good these past 2 games against great defenses. The Lions, I really didn't expect them to blow out the Lions, and I really did not expect them to blow out what's my guy's name? The Seahawks. They shut Geno Smith down. And then they were able to run the ball on these defenses that's not good against the run. Which the Browns are not that good against the run. They're good at putting pressure on you and making you get out the ball fast because Myles Garrett's there, and then they have a great secondary where they lock down your receivers, and you make one bad pass and it's picked off and it's going the other way or something, and then you just see Myles Garrett or other guys on the defensive line getting strip fumbles and different things like that. But I think against this Baltimore team, I think their running game is going to kind of negate that, especially with Lamar too. So it's kind of like a dual threat running the ball, which will be hard for Cleveland Browns to score. And I don't see Cleveland scoring the ball a lot. Why? Because they probably might start Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson has been looking terrible this year. He still hasn't got his groove back. I don't know if he ever will. And this Baltimore defense has been shutting all the offenses that's been scoring points, like Seahawks, like the Lions, who was scoring 25 points. They only scored 6. And then the Seahawks, they only scored 3 points. 3 points in the NFL game is kind of crazy, especially the way the game is played now. Yeah, this Baltimore defense, man, I expect them to shut the Browns down, and I don't really see how the Browns are going to move the ball. I mean, they can run it a little bit with Kareem Hunt, but Deshaun Watson, I think he kind of leads this game away to where Baltimore does win this game by a touchdown. I could see them winning it by a touchdown. Um, so I could see them. I would just say I could see them winning this game by a touchdown more than I could see the Cleveland Browns within a touchdown. If you get what I'm saying, I don't know, but yeah, I'm taking the Ravens here. Um, Next we have the Titans and the Bengals. The Texans and the Bengals. The Bengals have been hot lately, and also the Texans. They're good at home. They're 3-1. I think they're what 3-1 when they're at home, and then when they're away they're 1-3. So this Titans team is not good on the road, and then you're going against the Bengals, and it's pretty much I think it's going to be cold weather, in their environment up there, and then uh, you're going against Joe Burrow. Uh, I have to see if Jamar Chase is playing because that's kind of a big deal with the Cincinnati Bengals offense because they use him a lot in different things like screen passes or if they need to get a first down. Jamar is pretty much the guy to do that. Like a lot of things go through Jamar on this offense. But the Bengals running game has been great lately. Um, and I think they kind of just come out here and dominate this Texans team who has been bad on the road. But CJ Stroud has been playing amazing lately. But I think against this Cincinnati defense, who's has a okay secondary, has a good front four that could get to the quarterback with what's his name Henderson and the other dude I think Herbert Henderson could get back there. I think they kind of rattle this rookie quarterback. So I'm going to take the Bengals for the touchdown spread. I think they get that right there. Okay. Next we have the Packers and the Steelers. The Green Bay Packers, man, I think they just having young team problems because they playing a lot of games they could win. Excuse me. They playing a lot of games that they could win. Like last week they won their game, but the week before, when they played the Raiders, they could have won that game. But they're on the road. They're in Steelers territory. You have Jordan Love, who hasn't been looking great lately. You have the Steelers, who's been stopping the run. So I don't think Aaron Jones is gonna be running the ball all over them. And the Steelers offense has been coming to a little bit with their running game. They got Deontay Johnson back, so he's like a key piece in them moving the ball. Still have George Pickens. He's a little frustrated. He's been crying for them that he's been wanting the ball, but Pickett's he's not a quarterback that can see everything. That's the only thing that worries me about this pick. But I think they'll be able to move the ball, and then I just trust their defense, man. I don't even trust their offense. I just trust their defense to somehow get me a score, somehow to get you a sack fumble, somehow to get you a pick six. It's always something with the Steelers where their defense is gonna come through. I don't know, but I'm taking the Steelers. I'm gonna probably bump it down to 2.5 for them, and then I'm also gonna probably take the under for this game. I think the under hits very, very. I think it's gonna be below 30. Like it's gonna be like a 13-10 game, or it's gonna be something like that. 14-10 something. I see it like that. Um, but yeah, I'm taking the Steelers minus 2.5. Next, we had the Falcons and the Cardinals. Um, the Cardinals, I don't even know who they have at quarterback. They started somebody last week at quarterback. They end up losing though. The Falcons ended up losing to Josh Dobbs. They had to weigh this game. I think they kind of bounced back this game against the Cardinals. Their defense just got low-key embarrassed that last drive so many times where they could have fumbled him. They had him in his arms. They didn't tackle him for some reason. And I think that the Falcons defense bounced back from that game. And Heineke played okay. Heineke is a quarterback you could put in there and he might do some foolish stuff, but he'll get you back in the game or he'll get you the lead by the end of the game. But I'll trust the Falcons. I think Drake London might be back this game too. So I just need to see the Falcons implement Bijan Robinson into the offense a little more. You drafted him a high draft pick, but you don't use him. They don't use none of their players correctly, and I think that's pretty much on the coach. It's not the quarterback. It's not the. It's not the. It's not the offensive line problem. It's nothing like that. It's just you're not setting up schemes to get your best players the ball, really, and they're not even giving it to him. The game before last, he didn't. He was sick. And he ran the ball once at the end of the game. So why would you put him in the game he was sick, first of all? And then last game, they didn't even implement enough in the game to where he could get a groove in. I think it's too much rotating of the running backs with Patterson, Algier, and Bijan Robinson. I think Bijan Robinson should get the most touches. Algier should be like a red zone running back. But I think that's what should happen with the Falcons. They do that and they'll be good. But I am taking the Falcons on the spread right here to bounce back and win this game, man. Next, we have the Lions versus the Chargers, a 4:00 game. This is a game that you really gonna just see who's the better coach. I think you're gonna see who the better coach, because I think the Lions coach, I can't remember his name right now, but he's a better coach than the Chargers. The Chargers defense has been looking good, but you have to see who they've played. They just played the Bears week before, and then they just played the Jets. So two teams whose quarterbacks are not as experienced and they make a lot of mistakes. You're gonna see Jared Goff light up this Chargers defense. I'm just letting you know what you're gonna see. You're gonna see Jared Goff light up this defense. In the Chargers, I think it's gonna be like the Chargers are gonna. I mean, this is gonna be one of those games where Herbert is gonna have to, like, it's gonna be playing good. He's gonna be shooting lights out. But when it comes to time to finish the game, the Detroit Lions are gonna come on top. I could see this game being by 3. So, but I could also see in this game be like kind of like a blowout at the end, towards the end. You know what I mean? Like probably by 7 or 10. They'll end by 7 to 10. So I am going to take the Lions here on the road against the Chargers. Even though they're on the road, like everybody knows, like LA, Chargers, they don't have a home field really. It's not going to be very hard for the Lions at playing at the Chargers. So I'm going to take the -3. I might change it to 2.5. But yeah, I'm definitely taking the Lions here. The +3 for the Chargers. I'm not trusting that. Dallas Cowboys versus the Giants. Cowboys at home, just coming off that kind of heartbreaking loss to Philly. They should have won, but they had so many mishaps for like touchdowns, like Dak's foot going out of bounds, and then what was the tight end name? He caught the ball and then his knee was down, but the ball wasn't across the line. So much stuff that could have won them the game. Then Dak taking the sack at the end, that just didn't make any sense. But the Giants, they're just a terrible team now, just because they have DeVito, whatever his name is, at quarterback. He can't see the field. He can't make reads. So the Cowboys pretty much gonna crush them. I'm really not gonna probably bet this game. If I do bet this game, it's probably gonna be the under, or just Dallas minus 17, because I don't think the Giants are gonna score like one time at all this game. If they do score, it might be like a field goal here and there. So I could see this really being like 36 or like, yeah, something like that. 30-6. I don't think they're going to blow them out 40-0 again. That one was kind of like they had a lot of defensive turnovers that game against that first game against the Giants, like the pick six, and they had some other script fumbles. They might have some stuff like that again this game, but I don't see it being like that. I would say like what I just said, like 30-6. So something like that. So I would take this right here. I would take the minus 17 and then probably the under. Next we had the Commander versus the Seahawks. You had the Seahawks coming off a terrible loss against the Ravens, where they didn't even look competitive. Geno really was shut down by the Baltimore defense. Got sacked, got script fumbled a lot. I think like 2 or 3 times that game. Then you had the Washington Commanders, who just beat the Patriots, whose offense still looks like the Commanders' offense is pretty good. They can run the ball. They can run the ball decently. Howell he's an accurate quarterback, and he finds wide open people. Like if your defense not good, he'll get you. I mean, if you could get him to make a mistake if you put pressure on him, but you just got to get the pressure. And I think the Seahawks do get pressure here. The Seahawks defense is better than the why do I want to say Falcons? Seahawks defense is better than the Patriots defense, and then the Seahawks are at home, dealing with the loud noise. Howell, I think he makes a couple turnovers this game, and I think they cover this spread right here, the 5.5. I think they cover that spread, and I think Geno bounces back against this Commander defense, who just lost Trace Young. They just lost Sweat. So I don't think they're going to get a lot of pressure on Geno. I think Kenneth Walker be able to run the ball as well. So I'm definitely taking the Seahawks spread at home. I definitely like that. Okay, next you have my team, the Raiders. This is a Sunday night game. Sunday night. They put the Raiders on a Sunday night game. My God. Against the Jets. Raiders defense has been looking. I'm proud of my Raiders defense. Because we have come a long way from just letting everybody just sit and throw the ball all over us, whatever way they want it. From the last 2 years, we've come a long way from that. We have better secondary this year. We need to get it even more better next year. Hopefully our rookie, what's his name, could come back from his injury next year and make an impact. But yeah, O'Connell, I like him, dude. I like O'Connell. He's accurate. When he's not getting no pressure on him, he's good. But that's the thing. When he's not getting no pressure and he's a passing running back, and I don't think the Raiders have the running game to really compete with the Jets. If anything, it's gonna and I think I see Jack Wilson more than what he did with the Chargers, because the Chargers have a more pass rush, better pass rush than the Raiders, and that's why they were able to really disgruntle really Zach Wilson a lot. The Raiders pass rush. We do have Max Crosby, but that's only one side. Once you take away Max Crosby, there's really nothing else. You could just really sit back and beam up the secondary. Really, the middle of the field. The middle of the field. The Raiders are at home. That's about the only thing. But I think the Jets take it here. I'm not going to bet this game because I don't bet against my team. I only bet with them when I feel confident they could win the game. Because I just tried to bet against my team last week. I put a +7 with the Giants, lost that. That was part of the spread that I lost, but I'm not believing in betting on my team. I really don't know what they're gonna do. This is kind of, but I think the Jets are kind of the better team here. I know we just got new coaching, so I really got to see what that's gonna change for the Raiders too. So I'm really probably not gonna bet this game. If I do bet anything, might be it might be the over. Actually, I think this game kind of goes over. Yeah, I think Zach Wilson I'm really thinking that Zach Wilson will be able to play better this game, and then also with Breece Hall, I think they'll be able to run the ball as well. So, because if you think about it, last game the Giants were running the ball pretty well, but once you took away Daniel Jones, the Raiders knew that they couldn't throw the ball no more. So once you just know that somebody's gonna run the ball every time, you're gonna look elite. You know what I mean? So I mean, what else? So yeah, I would just take the over, and then I would probably play the Jets. I don't want to bet this game though. I'm not betting against the Raiders. The last game, Monday Night Football, we had the Broncos versus the Bills. We had the Broncos versus the Bills right here. We got the Bills -7. They coming off the loss against the Bengals. The Denver Broncos, they coming off the win over the Chiefs. Man, wait, yeah. I think that was last week for them. The Chiefs, was that the last one? Cause I think they went on a bye week for their game. Yeah, they was on a bye week last week, so they coming off that win against the Chiefs. They had a bye week to plan for the Bills, so I mean, dang, who's their coach again? The Broncos coach, Sean Payton. Sean Payton, he's had time. He's making his defense look a lot better, especially when Justin Simmons. I think when Justin Simmons came back, their secondary got a lot better because now you have Justin Simmons and what's the cornerback name? Sutton back there. You have the other dude on the other side. Dang, I can't remember nobody's name today. But the Broncos defense has been looking better. And the front four, you have Browning down there and their linebacker who's becoming like one of their stars on defense. They've been playing good. Russell Wilson has been looking decent. Their run game with Williams has been running the heck out of the ball like crazy. And the Bills defense, believe it or not, sucks now. Like, it sucks. It's so bad. Their defense, the first like 3-4 games before everybody got hurt, for that Jacksonville game, bro, their defense looked elite. Like they looked elite. Now you have Tre'Davious White out. You have Marino out. You have what's the D tackle name out? He's out. So you have those three key pieces, and they're like three key pieces to their defense. And then Von Miller's he's running like every other play, but he's not even the same. So the Bills defense just looks totally bad right now against the Broncos offense, who's been working better. And then Josh Allen, he's just been not playing good, man. He's just been, I think he's in too much in his head or something, because he's throwing these picks and they're like just bad throws. They're just like blatantly bad throws. I think when Josh Allen takes his time and he actually runs a little bit more, I think he's at his best. But the Bills are at home, but I don't think they win by more than 7. Cause the Broncos can run the ball, and that's a big place where the Bills are struggling at. Their run defense has been terrible. Their pass defense has been terrible too, but you really don't want Russell Wilson passing the ball too much because he does make a lot of mistakes. You had Jerry Jeudy and I can't remember the other wide receiver name for Broncos. But Jerry Jeudy and I think Sutton. Is his name Sutton? Yeah, Sutton. Yeah, Sutton. He's been running the ball. He's been catching. He's a deep threat as well. So I might take the Broncos plus 7 here. I don't think they lose though. I think the Bills really need this game. They're going to fight hard. Josh Allen is going to be fighting hard for this game too. So I don't think they lose, but I could definitely only see them winning this game by like 3 or 4, like a 20-24 game or something like that, like 20-24 or 21-17. I could definitely see that for this game. But I would take the plus 7 with the Broncos before I trust the Bills right now. I gotta see them play way better than what they've been playing, because they just been looking out of body right now. But that's it for my picks, my NFL picks for Sunday, Week 10. I am doing not NBA videos, but like I'm giving away NBA picks on my community post. So hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to get those picks. We have been going crazy with the with the NBA. I have been hitting a lot of slates coming up. It's ramping up now, and then also I'm gonna be doing parlays, like player parlays with NFL and NBA on those posts as well. So hit that like and subscribe button, hit the notification button for more picks. We on the come up, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. Hit that like button, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Peace.